Welcome back to my classroom. Today I wanted to talk to you about what to do when you double book yourself. So, I've done this. I've worked for two companies for almost a year, and I've double booked myself a few times. So, in the beginning, GoGo Kid did not have a strict cancellation policy, but now GoGo Kid and VIP Kid have very similar cancellation policies. So, here is my advice. When you're working for two companies, be careful. Okay, so I still haven't learned. So this is what happened to me. I normally teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays for GoGo Kid and Monday, Wednesday, Friday for VIP Kid. And I fill in anything that does not book with GoGo Kid with my 24-hour slot at VIP Kid. So, first advice, number one, is to have a set schedule. That way, it's easier for you to keep track of. So if you only teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays for a company, keep it that way. Because what I did when VIP Kid had a shutdown this past weekend, I thought, oh, well, what if something happens? I'll go ahead and open Monday for GoGo Kid. Not even realizing that I had accepted a priority booking for VIP Kid for Monday. So the second thing is maybe you don't want to accept any priority bookings on the day you work for another company. Just be strict about it. If it's Tuesdays and Thursdays and you're working for GoGo Kid or another company and VIP Kid requests you, just say no. It's okay to say no. I actually say no almost all the time because I teach just in the 24-hour slot. But I had this student who I love dearly, and she kept requesting me and kept requesting me. And after almost a month of not seeing her, I accepted her booking request. And I double booked myself. So, here's my situation. I've got a trial class booked for GoGo Kid, and I've got my sweet core student at VIP Kid who's going to be waiting for me. Cover. Cover tattoos for GoGo Kid. Okay, so here's my mind thinking, well, if it's a trial class for GoGo Kid, chances are they probably won't show up and it'll be a no-show, right? But is it worth the risk of leaving both bookings and hoping that one doesn't show up? Not to me. So in my mind, I thought I could wait, I could risk it, and but if the student does show up, I lose $10 from GoGo Kids fees and I lose 5 credit points. Where on the other hand, if I go ahead and cancel it, even though it's within 24 hours, I only lose 3 credit points and I think $3. So a really big difference. And for me, I didn't want to have a teacher no-show on my record, and I didn't want to leave that trial student hanging. I really think it's kind of a moral dilemma. I have heard of teachers who would work for two companies and they would try to maneuver this so they could make double money. The company will fire you for doing such things. It is in their written agreement that you cannot try to teach for two companies at one time. So, I decided to go ahead and cancel this trial class with GoGo Kid. So what will happen is, I think it's $3. I'm pretty sure. They will charge me $3 and they will take away 3 credit points. So, it takes about 48 hours, sometimes almost 3 days for GoGo Kid to process this. So my credit score is still high at 120, but in a few days it's going to drop 3 points. But it's only the beginning of the month, so I have the rest of the month to build up. I only need to teach 9 classes to get my credit score back to 120, or get 3 5-star reviews from parents. So I did it, I canceled. Something to keep in mind if you're trying to decide which company you have to cancel for. Consider how many times you've canceled for that company. I actually have canceled one other time in this contract for VIP Kid, and I don't think I have canceled any for GoGo Kid in this contract. So I chose to go ahead and cancel that trial class. Also, you don't want to cancel with a core student. better to cancel with a trial student. So it's really a personal decision that you have to make of when to cancel. I think as soon as possible is the best thing to do. And they're going to give you a place where you can write your excuse. And I had no good excuse. I just said, I am so sorry, I am not available to teach at this time. So that's what happened. I double booked myself again. Now, I'm not going to change my schedule from now on. I'm going to keep it straight. I hope you can keep your schedule straight. If you don't teach for two companies and you would like to join on with a second company, I'm going to leave all my information below. I'm happy to help you. I love working for two companies because if something happens with one, I have the other. If my bookings are low with one company, I have the other. So my bookings stay completely full, and that's why I have two companies. So even though sometimes you can run into some booking issues, just be careful. And I hope this helped you. Have an awesome day. Happy teaching. Bye. Zaijian.